Open your mouth. Spread your legs. Clear. Let's go.
Hey yo, what up, what up? It's your boy Pistol P. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. As you can see, I'm right here in Central Park. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying the weather, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, what up, yo? You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol P. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. First and foremost, I want to thank Dance for coming through. You know what I'm saying? Dance definitely been through some shit. I relate to a lot of his stories, a lot of stuff that he been through. I mean, official Dominican brother, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, and now he changed his life through art, you know what I'm saying? This is what he does, you know what I'm saying? He also teaches the youth, you know what I'm saying? Which we will definitely be reaching out to you. Make sure that, you know, you come back, because we need you, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have plans for, you know, to do great things with you as well. But with that being said, man, thank you so much, man. Stay blessed, man, and keep doing your thing, man. You already know it's your boy Pistol P, Dog in the Yard. What up? You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol P. Welcome back to Dog in the Yard. And today we got Dance in the building, man. Straight from the Bronx.
Thank you,
brother?
How you doing, man? My brother.
What's going on, Dance?
I'm surviving. You know how life is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you know you blessed, you home.
Yeah.
You know, you're alive, more importantly.
That's the most, in reality, me being, I wouldn't think that I would be in a situation. I don't think I'd be here talking to you. Because of how much time they gave me.
So what I'm saying, so you blessed to be here, you know what I'm saying? A little bit for the audience and the listeners, a little bit about yourself. You know, in regards to you know where you're from, you know where you're from. You're from the Bronx, and your parents and all that. Your upbringing and all that. You got siblings and all. A little bit about yourself so people can know.
All right. I'm from the Bronx, like the brother said. I'm born and raised on Burnside University. That's back in when Checkmate had the area.
Right.
I go back, because I'm 50 years old. I'm about to be 50 in September. You know what I mean? So I go to that era in the Bronx when it was burnt down Bronx, when it was the Bronx.
Right.
Not what they're trying to do now. My mother and father came from Dominican Republic. When I came to the Bronx, there was not, in my own university, there was only three families that was Dominican. It was me, Med's family, and Heists and Jice family. There's only three of us in that whole section. It's different now, but it was growing up for us Dominicans. We had to show that we had to fight.
You have to show and prove.
Yeah, you have to show and prove. We like everybody else now. Word. And let's see what else. From there, my life story is I went from foster care to group home to Rikers Island to up north to feds. That's my whole lifestyle right there.
Wow. So from group home?
I went from foster care to group home. And then, foster care, group home, Spofford, can't leave Spofford out, to Rikers Island. From Rikers Island up north, I went to upstate, it was up north, and then I went to the feds.
So how you trying to, how this all happened? Like,
you know, my mother at the time, she had a mental breakdown. She had a mental breakdown, and foster came. Somebody told the police, you know, reported my family to the police, or the I think BCS was called back then. They got a new name now.
Yeah, something like that.
They got a new name now, but back then it was like BCS or something. They came to my house and I tried to run out the fire escape. My little brother and sister, we could, you know, go, but my little brother and sister, they were too young. They couldn't do it. So I tried it, but I was trying to get them. They grabbed me, so they separated all us and put us in foster care.
Wow. In
foster care, I ran away, went back to mother. They called me, they sent me back, but they put me in a group home this time. And from the group home, I stood in the group home from 12 to like 15. I stood in a group home from 12 to 15.
Right.
And from 12 to 15, I went to the streets because let me tell you the story about that. The reason why I left the group home at like 15, 16 years old, I was fucking the consular there. And the husband found out he was working there. He quit and he was out there, he wanted to kill me. So the people said, you're gonna have to go. So I left. Mind you, I'm 15, 16 years old. Went back to the Bronx. So you know what it is.
Yeah.
You know where to live. Had to get it how I live. Yeah, it's tough. I had to get a live. So I started.
Got no support.
Got no support. No, none of that. None of that. So I went from there. When I got a friend. Matter of fact, there was a girl that I knew. She was Dominican. Because actually, I grew up on Puerto Ricans and blacks.
Right.
You know what I mean? We're talking about the Bronx. And we're talking about in that era. So there was a girl that I was fucking back then. She was Dominican. She took me to the Heights. And I met my man who took me to 180th and Audubon. And that's my introduction. Because in the Bronx, I was robbing.
Right.
But when I went to the Boston Heights, I started selling drugs as a kid. So that's how I got introduced into the drug game. I started getting money there, got my own place. I'm talking about 15, 16, 17-year-old kid getting money.
So who put you on to all that?
My man, I don't want to name
No,
the name.
you said like a friend?
Yeah, a friend of mine. A friend of mine put me on to the game.
Right.
He put me on. God bless the day. He passed away too.
Okay.
He put me onto the game. Back then it was it was Blue Top on that block, and I used to fuck with Blue Top on that block, and down the block used to be Red Top. People know what I'm saying. You know who I'm talking about. People who watching this, who from that era, from 180th and Audubon. Y'all know when I say them names. You know I'm not saying names, but you know what I'm talking about. So boom, I started getting money there, and from there, I got in a car. That's when I got locked up with a gun. I was in a cab with my mans, and I'm going back to the Bronx, and they stopped the cab. They took all of us. They found the gun because I put it under the
seat.
The seat, because the cab, you know, back then it was stopping all cars. That was stopping frictions as an all-time high. So when I got out the car, and I seen they found it, I got up and told them it was mine, because I'm not gonna let my mans go down for something that is mine.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of these young niggas now, they just keep their mouth shut and let their mans get locked up, knowing that, yo, homies,
everybody go to jail.
Everybody go to jail. Back in our era, it's not like that. You stand up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, because, you know, old heads actually taught me the game.
It's true.
You know what I mean? It's rules that...
That's how you're supposed to do
it.
though.
But what I see now, it's shocking.
Yeah, you know, it's just, you know...
Or it's really shocking what it's now. But anyway, yo, I'll tell you a story later about last night. But anyway. So I went to Rikers Island, young. I'm 16 years old. C-74.
How was that? Going to Rikers Island, you like going over the bridge?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
That's just like, but I heard stories, and the whole heads told me how to react as soon as I go in there. They told me when I was young, they said, if you give 1 inch, you're done for on the island. If you back up and give up whatever you got, you're done for on the island. Your reputation is done for. Just forget about it, because all people gonna remember. I mean, how tough you get as you start learning the island. They're gonna always have it against you. So I always remembered that. So when I went there and they put me in my 6, dudes try to rob me for my Timbs, and he pulled out a razor. Mind you, I'm looking at a razor. I'm like, what the fuck that gonna do? So dude, he pulled it out. I said, what the fuck that's supposed to? And he said, yo, I ain't taking nothing off. So he's like, what? So I popped on him. A razor? I didn't know that shit would have ripped your motherfucking face. After I learned, I said, okay, now I'm starting to get on that game too.
Yeah.
But I popped on them, and then, you know, police rushed, They stopped it.
Yeah,
I didn't get cut or nothing.
But you got it in.
Yeah, I got it in. Yeah. But they didn't get my shit, and that's, and you know, reputation. Then I cut a couple of dudes. Dudes know my name is Dance. I'm the real Dance. Dominican Dance. Y'all niggas know that. It used to be me in China, up north, robbing everything. Y'all know why. Know what I mean? So boom. Yeah. I don't, how you say that? I don't, condone it now, because I'm an older dude now. And
you don't glorify it.
I don't glorify
it like that, but
yeah.
You just making it clear, the story clear.
Yeah, you know.
Just in case, because they might have a few other dances or whatever.
Yeah, know what I mean?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
You the first dance.
Yeah, basically.
You know
I'm the one that make the name Dance Gangster.
That's all. Yeah, they'll know.
Yeah, so boom, so from there I went up north, getting in, going to the shoe.
I mean, in the islands, how long you was in the islands?
I was only for like a year and a half.
And what you went to the island for?
For a hammer.
For the gun?
Yeah.
So, and...
I copped out and went to six building.
Okay, but you was in the island, how long?
For a year and a half.
For a year and a half. You was on 4 building first?
Yeah, and then I went to the 6th building.
Oh yeah, okay, once you copped out.
Yeah, once I copped out, they sent me to the 6th building.
So how was that experience? I mean, you just kept getting in trouble? Or
Yeah, started getting in trouble.
Yeah.
Rikers Island, when you go through there, it's like, everything is physical, nothing mental.
Yeah, nothing mental.
It's nothing mental. It's like, dude disrespect pop. Dude disrespect pop. That's all that is. That's all, you was there.
Yeah.
So you already know how that life is. So boom, I went through that. And people mention, and then when you're at a young age and everybody's, that's dance, and your name ringing, and you got other gangsters giving you respect, that's another, an addiction. That's an addiction.
It's like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And then I'm Dominican. There wasn't too many of us Dominicans repping like that. The only really dude that blew the name of Dominican was Caballo, the founder of Trinitario. He was in the state. I mean, he was in the adults. I'm talking about what I was doing in adolescence.
Yeah.
Know what I mean?
Caballo's my man.
Yeah.
We was up north together.
Yeah, I know.
That was my workout partner.
Yeah, I was in Clinton with him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we was in the Comstock.
Yeah. Word. So you know Baby too.
I know a lot
Baby
of,
Canona.
I know a lot of Dominicans.
Nah, he's not Dominican, Puerto Rican.
Oh, no. I know a lot of Dominicans though.
Yeah.
From back, like.
Yeah, like, pull yourself in there.
Just like you said, a lot of niggas that can stand out because it was a lot.
It wasn't.
It was
You're
Puerto
right.
Ricans and black.
Yeah, you're right.
Puerto Rican, black,
Yeah.
body around black. You know
Yeah,
so
you're right. You're right.
that's how I used to be back in the day.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a lot. Just that now it's like mad Dominicans and black. And Puerto, you know what I mean? But
now, but back then it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that. Yeah.
And I be telling these young boys, I said, yo, y'all niggas is deep now. But I remember when you had to really show as a man by yourself who you were.
Yeah.
Don't think
You had
because
to rep.
you had to rep. Not there was no gang behind you. There was no gang behind you.
No, there was no gang.
You had to rep. If you was a tough guy, it was gonna show. And if you was pussy, it was gonna show too.
Mm-hmm.
There was no hiding. You couldn't hide it. And tough niggas was getting tested every day too.
So you went back to you went to the 6th building.
Went home.
Went home.
And then
How old you were?
I went home like I was 17, I think. 17, 18, some shit like that.
Young as hell.
Yeah, young as hell. Then I went back home, and then I got back in the game again. But I got back in the game again even harder, because now I went to East Side, on East River, and started getting money there.
Okay.
And we was getting, I'm talking about, I was 17, 18, I was driving a 325 BMW Del Año. That's our era. In our era, dude that was 16, 17, 18 was doing that. I don't know about now, but in our era, when New York was New York, Bronx and Harlem, Queens and Brooklyn, young dudes was the ones that was pushing 7 big body Benzes, BMs, trucks, know what I mean? Because that's what the older dudes taught us.
Yeah.
And it was a code against in our group too. You know what I mean? Everybody that was somebody actually mingled with whoever was somebody.
Okay.
We didn't mingle with people we did not know.
Yeah, stay tight.
Yeah, we stood tight.
Yeah, it used to be like that.
Yeah, and especially when we go to other hoods.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like going out of state. That's another thing. I've been out of state too. So boom, I went from that, and then because I was the only Dominican in that hood too, in East River.
Okay.
So one dude tried me, and I wound up letting him have it. I put like 14 in him, and I wound up doing 10 years for that. Because when I went in, I wasn't gonna just go to trial. I just copped out. I did.
Because you know you did it.
Yeah.
You was like upgraded.
And it was in front of everybody, in front of a club.
Oh yeah.
So I did it in front of everybody. So I had to. I'm like, I know I'm not stupid. I'm like, yo, I know if I take this to trial, a bunch of people are gonna be taking a stand.
So you took 10 years.
So I said, let me get the 10 years. I'm
Like,
young.
10 what?
So I went from.
You was 10 flat?
Yeah, 10 flat.
Okay.
Cause remember, that's when the law came out. Violent crimes get flat bids.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, but back then it was 2 to 4, 2 to 6, shit like that.
Yeah, that was my era.
Yeah. So in my era,
this era was like a little bit more.
Yeah, it's kind of lenient now.
Yeah.
But I know for our era though, if you get caught with a hammer, you only get like a year. Now, if you get caught with a hammer now, and the feds pick it up,
Oh no, it's over.
it's over. You get it's no copping out. It's a mandatory 5 years.
Facts.
Let's get y'all.
Let's not talk about that yet. Let's talk about. You can break it down.
Yeah.
We're gonna let you. I'm gonna let you hear break it down to these brothers. But so you outside.
Yeah.
Get money again.
Yeah.
And do violence.
Yeah.
Shot him.
Yeah. I did him dirty.
Yeah. And you get to 10 years.
Yeah, I got
what
my-
year was this?
This was 2000. I came out 2004 and 94.
Okay.
I went from 94 to 2004. I came home. When I came home in 2004, and that 94 to 2004, I was upstate wilding. I'm talking about I ain't even as soon as I hit green, I was only there for like 30 days. And people when I say this, y'all niggas gonna remember this. There's a dude that cut me. He cut me in 91. Dude out of Brooklyn. He cut me in 91. I ain't gonna say no names. This scar right here. You can't see it that much, because as we get older, my skin here. So he cut me in 91. I never told on him. Like we're not supposed to. If somebody does something to you and you in the street, you ain't supposed to tell on them. You're supposed to hold it down. If you survive it, you're supposed to hold it down and get back.
So that's how you was doing it at that time.
Yeah. So he cut me and I couldn't get him. So every time on the island when I used to see him, I used to pop on him. And mind you, back in our era, it was Bronx against Brooklyn.
Right.
So I was popped everywhere I saw this man. I don't care, was on a visit. We was walking, going to chow. I'm popping. I don't got a hammer on him. I'm popping him with my hand. That's how it was. So, but I never could really get him until I got the green. And when I got there, dudes that know me, the niggas told me, yo, son is here. I'm like, word? I said, you niggas know what to do. I need a hammer. But back then it's called ratchet. We call having, but back then I heard like 91, 92, 93, 94, 90s, we call it ratchet. So I need a ratchet.
For those that don't know what's a ratchet, let them know. For the youngsters out there that never been to jail and they're out there wilding out. What's the
A ratchet is a scalpel, a rug cutter, or a hat or a knife.
Okay.
That's what that is. Now I mean, but back in our young era, we said a ratchet, that's like a scalpel or a rug cutter. So there was a Dominican dude that I know. Matter of fact, there was my man from Brooklyn. From the Bronx. My name is Frank Nitty. That's my son from 176. He was the one that was like, yo, Dad, son is here. I said, you nigga, you know what it is? Ain't nothing changed. So the dudes gave me the ratchet. I got you. But this Dominican dude that came, he said, he was like, yo, his name is Rafi. Rafi said, yo, here's I got something else for you. He said, go to the yard. So when I go to the yard, this motherfucker gave me a mess hall butcher knife. He said, here, I don't know you like that, but I heard good things about you. Here, he gave it to me. I didn't have to pay for him or nothing. He just gave it to me. I said, all right, put it up. So and that was the first hour that I was there.
Dang.
That was not no way. That was the first hour. And to this day, green is one of the wildest.
Yeah, medium is different.
Yeah, that's just different. That's just like Caxac.
Yeah. It's medium is different. That's Caxac.
Yeah, and that's just still like that right now.
Yeah.
And
for those that don't know, Caxac is like the penitentiary.
Yeah.
And, green is like the medium. And but it's a wild medium, you know what I'm saying? So you young and all that, and that's the jail that you would be going to.
Yep, basically. and if you like that, they gonna test you. You're gonna see if you like that.
We're gonna figure it out when that time comes.
Word.
Right?
Yup, exactly. Because you're gonna get tried. Out the door.
So now you there, you got the scalpel.
So I got the scalpel. So mind you, I was only there for an hour. Chow call come. I go to chow. I got the rug cutter scalpel. I got the rug cutter. I go to chow. So I'm chilling in the mess hall. Guess who walk in? He walks in with like 5 dudes. I look at him, right? And he looks at me, his face turned white. So he turns around and start leaving. He said something to his man, and his man started leaving. So I got up from the table and I went out. When I went out, I'm looking for nigga that the motherfucker disappeared. I'm like, fuck this nigga though. So boom. At dinner time, I didn't see him. The next day, in the morning, breakfast. I go to breakfast. And it's him and like 5 dudes around him. So I rush. So I didn't care who. I said, whoever's in my way, he getting cut too. So when I rush him to cut him, I'm trying to hit the nigga, and he jets. The dude spread it, like, they leave him. So I'm chasing the nigga. So he spun around. I guess he reached for something. We spun out. We about to go knife to knife. I mean, rug cutter to rug cutter. Because he reaching on his cheeks. Pause.
Yeah.
And he pulled out, I think it was a razor. So, but we about to go at it, because son ain't pussy. They get it twisted. Son is not, I'm not gonna, and I heard he dead now. But
yeah, shit was back in the day.
Yeah, I'm not. One thing.
This is shit that goes on in jail.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
I'm a type of dude. I don't care how I don't like you, and you could be my enemy. I'm still not gonna talk bad about you.
Yeah, of course.
That's the era we come from.
Yeah, we come from that.
Yeah,
we come from that
yeah,
we don't
do that. So boom, we started on swinging. Police come. So I told him, put your shit away, nigga. We gonna do this better. We gonna let the police. We ain't just gonna do that and blow the spot and none of us get cut, nigga, or stabbed. Put that shit away. So, but I'm backing up because I ain't gonna let niggas just cut me.
Yeah.
So he said he stood quiet and he put it in his pocket, and I put it in his pocket. Police came, and it was like, what y'all doing? I said, nah, we just horse playing. He's like, yeah, sure. I said, yeah. And I walked off. But when I'm walking by him, I said, you know this shit ain't over with, nigga. And I kept on going. And he left. So my little mans from the Bronx, it was in a house with him. They popped on him. They jumped on him, they popped on him, but he didn't tell. They just moved him to another house. So now they put him on the other side of Green. You know, if you go on the other side of Green, it's hard to get contact with them.
Yeah,
see
I heard.
them.
I've never been at Green.
Well, you can't see them because there's the old side, which is the grimy side, then the new side.
Okay.
So they put him on the other side. And it just made it look like it was a fist fight. So they broke that up and finished that. So now it was like a good 2 weeks. They put him back on my side. He go to the yard. Everybody know what it is. I was on key block, but I came out. I took the butcher knife and tied it to to like a string chain,
like a
so
chain.
I could put it in so they pat frisk me, they don't see it.
And you can be hanging.
Yeah. So boom. I had it like a chain. So boom. So I get to the yard.
See the shit that motherfucker reads. This motherfucker tell you up here, man. This motherfucker crazy. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah. I be knowing though, but that's not a good one. That's cool.
So when we get to the yard, I get through.
goodness.
Now, you could see the tension because you see all the Latin and Bronx dudes on one side, and all the Latin and Brooklyn dudes
like,
in the Brooklyn.
early.
You know,
that shit divides.
That shit divides quick. So I go to the yard. So my man 40 was like, yo, Dance, you know this shit might start a race war and some borough shit. I said, there ain't gonna be no race war, no borough shit because you know I'm not on that. 1, 2. Homie gotta get it. The nigga cut me from behind and ran. I waited all this.
Personal.
It's personal. I said, this ain't. I don't want y'all
to do with nobody.
Yeah, that's what I told him. I said, this shit ain't got nothing to do with none of y'all. This shit ain't got to do with my people.
It's just things that happen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's it.
That's it. So I told my mans and the Spanish dude. I said, yo, homie, don't get in. Do not jump in this. Do not jump in this. And if y'all jump in this, me and y'all gonna have a problem. It's me and that man's problem. So 40 told all the Brooklyn dudes and the Latin Brooklyn dudes, yo, same thing. So boom. So he pulled out a small ice pick. I laughed. I said, you came with that out here? When I pulled down, I snapped that shit. He seen it. He dropped this knife and started running. I didn't give a fuck now. I said, nah, it's over with now. So I started chasing him. So I'm chasing him. Police chasing me, and I'm chasing him. So, but he ran to a police, and the police grabbed him. And the police telling me to put that knife down. Back then, you don't get new cases when we're doing shit.
Nah.
So I said, put what down? And I swung it. That police screamed like a bitch and threw him to me. When I grabbed him, I just started hitting him. And when I'm hitting him, the nigga had books all on his body. It was going through the books. You know what I mean? Because he when I was doing, I'm like coming down hard. Because when I noticed that he had books, I know I had to hit him even harder. So I'm coming out, hitting him, and then police came and hit me with the baton, the back of my head, did me dirty, dropped me, but then they grabbed me, boom. So I thought, the police was coming to my cell, you know you killed them, right? You know you killed them, right? I said, I don't know what y'all niggas talking about. You know what killed them? But in my heart, when they leave, my heart was like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I done caught a body.
Yeah, I done caught a body, but he ain't dying. They gave me 4 years in the shoe behind that. But they handcuffed me, and they beat shit out of me. I'm talking about they beat me from Kaksaki all the way.
His story
from Green to Kaksaki.
sound just like the fucking. That shit is so real.
Yeah.
They beat the shit out of you.
Yo, yeah. They put me in the van in Green, drove me all the way to Kaksaki, which is next door. But they at the whole way they were beating my ass inside the van. Well, and I'm like this. I can't cover. Bro, that shit was crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you something. That shit is so real, and I went through something like that.
I know you have.
In Kansas.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy as hell. Just like that.
Yeah.
Shit is the weirdest shit.
Yup.
I'm like, what?
Yup.
Chase them down.
Yeah.
In the center yard. You know what I'm saying? He's running to police.
Yup.
I right with the police. They all bet that nigga go.
Yup. They ain't trying to get hit.
Nah, hell no. Them niggas fuck me
Oh,
up.
they're
You know
from-
what I mean? Them niggas beat you up.
Yeah, they beat you. I'm talking about they beat you. They beat you
I
half
tell
to
the
death.
fellas my story. How them niggas fucked me up that day. They took me in the showers and
Yeah. That's like mandatory.
yo, nah, that shit real.
Word, you have to be built like that to take that. You know that you gotta do what you gotta do, but you also know because it's mandatory that they're gonna do that to you. That's part of that too. A lot of people,
Yeah.
like I be telling kids, I say, yo, when you do something, there's a consequence to everything you do. So you gotta ask, are you willing to take that consequence?
Yeah.
Like dudes do crime, and that word is true. If you do the crime, you're gonna do the time. Don't give nobody up because you already know the consequences. Everything you do in life has a consequence. Everything. There's no get around that. How it could be really minute, it could be big, but everything has a consequence.
Yup.
And karma is a real thing too.
So now, that's right. Let them know what time it is. How much is the motherfucker?
Word.
So you in you in Comstock.
Yeah.
Now you in the box.
No, I'm in Cat in the box. Then I went to
Oh,
Southport.
Katsaki. Yeah, you went to Katsaki.
I'm in Katsaki, and then from Katsaki I went to Southport.
Okay, you went to Southport.
Yeah. Then I went to Southport. I was there for like 4 years. Then they let me out.
All right, hold on. So once you did that, you went to Katsaki.
Yeah.
And then how long you was in Katsaki?
I was in Katsaki for like 6 months before they sent me to
Oh,
Southport.
you was just in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah, that box is fried.
Yeah.
And then, they shipped you
Southport.
to Southport. All right, for those that don't know about Southport, let them know a little bit about Southport. I mean,
Southport is a jail, is a SHU, but it's a jail and it's like special housing unit. Everybody that ever stabbed somebody, did wild shit in the state, and they give you 2 or 3, you gotta have 2 or 3 years SHU to go there. Or that's 6 months now. You have to have a year and better to go there. And everybody, you're gonna bump into it with everybody that ever stabbed somebody, ever killed somebody in prison, ever raped somebody in prison and got caught doing that shit. All that is in there. And that is the most craziest shoot. Yo, and when I mean crazy, it's funny and I can laugh at it now, but it's crazy too. Because you got dudes that are crazy, people that went to the shoot that were clear mind and lost their mind in there. Because you locked in the cell 23 hours a day. And if you don't have no backing where they can send you books, something to read, cultivate your mind or a talent, because you could do things in there too, like draw and get your skills up. If you don't have none of that, you lose your mind. And I've seen it. It ain't something I'm told, I heard. I was in there and I seen it. There's people throwing shit on people. I'm going to tell you a story where another friend of mine, I go to him, my man Warrior. Funny motherfucker, he from the Bronx too. There was a nun there that she used to always disrespect us as prisoners in there. I'm talking about she's supposed to be a nun. So Warrior tells us, yo, he says, mira esto. So I'm like, he Puerto Rican, that's my son. But you know who I'm talking about when I say Warrior. Because another name he go for right now. But anyway, when he goes in there, but she go in there because she got a you know, little bikes so they can walk.
Yeah, like a little scooter.
Yeah, like a little scooter to walk. When she walk into the gallery, he calls her to the gate. When she come to the gate, he hit her with a cup of shit. When I mean a cup, he okay, let me explain what you get what a person get hit with in there. COs, they do it to the COs all the time. They mean even now you get time for that now. They take shit, they water it down, and they hold it for a couple of weeks inside a cup.
With the milk.
Yeah, with the milk, yup. You're right. You know, using the shit. So boom. That smell, you rather smell a dead body than to smell that. Put it like that.
Hell yeah.
When he threw that on her, she fell, jumped up, ran. Yo, mind you, we ain't never seen her walk. She ran to the back and started cursing. And he said, and you hear Warrior say, "Oh, so now you cursing too?" The whole gallery started laughing. It's demented and it's morbid, but yo, that's the life in prison. That's Southport. I'm describing how Southport is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit is crazy in there, man.
That shit's crazy as hell.
Then they be having kick fights because when you go out, it's like this. You go to the third floor because it's a different floor. There's a first floor which is you fully shackled. Then the second floor where you medium shackled, and then the third floor we don't even shackle to the back. So people will go to the third floor because you don't have no shackles on your feet. And if you got a problem with a person that like 2 cells, 3 cells behind you, away from you, you tell the person to 3, don't go to rec. I gotta handle this dude.
So you can in the cage together.
Yeah, not in the cage for when you go down the stairs.
Oh shit.
So I could wait for you. Cause remember they let us out one by one. So I could wait for you in a staircase, and when you come down, I just start kicking on you, try to bring you to the floor so I can stomp you out. It's like a different world.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy as world, man.
Then
That's Southport.
Yeah, Southport.
And you did 4 years.
Yeah, and then I went from there.
And what you did while you was in the box?
Well, I read a lot of books.
Okay.
Cause me and my China, okay, that's another thing. This is the good part. Let's talk. I can't leave the good part out of being in Southport. In Southport, we used to play Jeopardy. So people will buy, like the money. People that have money will buy all these books, and we'll read books, study on everything. I'm even giving 2. The Bloods from that and the Land Kings and things from that era, they all emphasize education. So, they gang members and all that. I'm repeating. Bloods, Latin Kings, and Trinis.
Yeah, but they want you to better yourself.
Yeah, they wanted to better yourself back then. It was war.
Like you should.
Yeah, as you should. But the heads of that back then emphasized that to them. You know what I mean? And us regular dudes, we just did it anyway because we wanted to do it.
Right.
So we will educate ourselves. We'll read all types of exotic books. Books that people talk about now, that be like, I read that book. So at the end of the week, everybody will put like something in the bank. Let's say, because you go to commissary, so you could buy chocolate bars,
snacks,
tobacco back then, all snacks, and everybody put like $5, $10 into the pot. Now we talking about like probably like 5 or 6 dudes putting, or 7 dudes putting in, and everybody getting in the game. Now they'll make with one person who'll make the Jeopardy list and all the questions. Know what I mean? And then we'll go out. Whoever wins that Jeopardy game wins the pot. So, and that was every Friday. So that's a good thing about at that time. You know what I mean? I got
y'all caught. That was like a routine.
Yeah, that was a routine.
That look forward for Fridays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Even though you locked up in the cage all day, 23 hours a day, you go in there. You gonna get some rep with the hobbies and pass time.
That's right. And then the whole gallery could play. Just because some of us put the money up, but the whole even those that didn't have money could play too. So that was good too. So they could have a chance to win that pot, even though they didn't put anything in it.
Right.
It brought everybody together for that, and it was an educational moment too. That was the good part about that, and I'm hoping that it's still doing that.
Yeah, a lot of people used to play chess.
That's another game. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In the box.
Yup. By numbers. Yup.
Stuff like that. This is things that you do while you're in the box besides reading and all that.
Yeah, you're right.
Working out, push-ups, that. You know what I mean?
Yup.
Putting your waters and putting your milks and all that in the toilet bowl and all that shit cold.
Yup, that's
right.
Yeah, you remember. Making pies.
You know what I'm saying?
Making apple pies off your bed.
Yeah. You know that?
Yeah.
I was definitely an apple pie guy.
Word.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
So you did 4 years in Southport.
Yeah.
You came out when you went.
I went to Attica.
Okay.
I was in Attica, but they put me in the key block section.
Okay.
Snake pit.
Okay. And how long you was there for?
I was on there for like a year.
Okay. And then where you went?
Well, I was there a year, but I got kicked out of there because I robbed a nigga for a chain, and I wilded out. So they put me in a chute, and they took me from there and took me to Elmira.
Okay.
From Elmira, I was there. I went home from Elmira, exactly.
So you went to Elmira, and then from there you went home.
Yeah, but Elmira, I was wilding over there. Everybody remember that era? When I mean wilding, yo, dog. Put like this. Me and China was wilding so much, right, that we would be in the cages, like in the key block.
Yeah.
That people, new guys that come back and they had chains on, they will point at me in China and be like, if you're not really to get robbed by them two,
Yeah.
you better send that chain home.
Yeah.
And dog, we was on it. We was really on it. Niggas had that was getting drugs. They had to give us a piece, so we smacking you, taking it. We didn't give a fuck who you was down with.
Yeah, things is different in jail. I know a lot of you was a shooter in the street. That shit don't add up.
That don't at all.
That shit's over.
At all, it's over. It's over. I don't even know how to get killed in there. Cause mind you, I ain't even had 10 years. I don't even know how I didn't get killed in there. I don't even, sometimes I be like,
God was with you, man.
Yeah, God was with me because there's dudes that had life that were tougher than me. I'm talking about, I can name a few dudes that had life in there and got tougher than me, and they were Blue Boy.
Yeah.
That's a legend. No, the niggas that actually, I'm not, one thing about me, I ain't never been a hater. If a dude did something better than me, I'ma always commend him like, yeah, he did that better than me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I can name a few dudes, man. You know what I mean? That's gangsters that wasn't, that
Yeah.
take a nigga life for doing wild shit like that.
Yup.
Or try you, be like, this nigga ain't tough.
Yeah. Early.
Yeah, early. Like, that's how it was back then.
Everybody's not gonna care.
Nah, they not.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, they
That's
not.
the way it goes. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
And that in those conditions, any given time, shit could just go different.
Nah, this is where, okay, when I went home from there, remember, I was robbing and stealing in there.
Yeah.
And when I mean robbing and stealing, I mean going in a person's cell, not sneak thieving. That's frowned upon. When you take somebody's property when they're not in there, that's a bitch move. I don't condone it, but if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it when you're looking at the man's eyes, so you give him a chance to redeem himself. You know what I mean? That's the way I was taught, and not too many got the balls to do that. Not a lot of people got the balls to do that. But anyway, I went home with that mentality.
Yeah.
So when I came home with that mentality, my mentality was just like this. You gonna give it to me or you gonna kill me? Cause I mean, I'm in my mind like, these are the same dudes that was coming in here that I was protecting and robbing. Mm-hmm. So I might as well come here and do it for big money. Okay, now we gonna get to a story. Nah, I ain't gonna talk about that story, I can't. But anyway.
Nah, just talk about,
okay.
The shit that you look, whatever, just like
Okay, I came home, I was popped. I didn't have no money.
You had no money, you was fucked up.
Nobody came and looked out for me.
What year is this?
This is 2004, 2005.
Okay.
So when I came in 2004, I got me a job. That wasn't really doing nothing. I got in with I had a bad broad. I bagged a bad broad, but she was somebody else's chick.
Somebody else's girl.
Yeah, because she was fucking with a money nigga.
Yeah.
Back then with a money nigga, and me came home, saludable, chamaquito, I'm a young nigga, looking aight, know what I mean? I ain't used up, know what I mean? So I bagged shorty, we got game.
You came through looking, you
shining. Yeah, shining, that jail glow. Like I said, that shit really worked. That shit really true.
Got the glow.
I got the glow, so I bagged her.
So he in his feelings?
Nah, he didn't know.
Okay.
Because, we'll do it on the low. So, but one day, I go to marinas, right? And I'm at the marinas. Because everybody was telling me about the marinas, how all that shit be popping. So I'm curious.
You want to go? You
go
to jail and all that?
Yeah, so I
want to join yourself?
But I walked over there just to see. And it's, back then, they're talking about 2004. That's when it wasn't celebrities. It was all the street celebrities going there. Niggas that had money.
It was just getting bread.
Yeah, it was getting bread.
Everybody wanted to show off.
Yeah, go show off. So when I go over there and I seen all these cars, jewelry, this and that, and I'm like, this is supposed to be me. I've been through the trenches. That's how I felt. So the girl that I was fucking at that time came through. You know what I mean? And she saw me. And she's so bad, she walked up and kissed me. The dudes at the bouncer looked at me like, who the fuck is this dude? Because I wasn't fly, homie. I was a bum-ass nigga back then.
Yeah,
Well, I just finished coming home.
Yeah.
She said, yo, come in.
You was just regular.
Yeah, I was a regular. She said, come in, I got you. I said, I wouldn't be a man if I let you get me. I will never do that to you. I will never do that. I'm a type of person that if you say you're a man, you're a man. You don't let a woman take care of you. You don't do that. She could take care of you when you fall off to get you back on your feet. Because that's what a woman is supposed to do.
Right. Hold you down.
Hold you down until you get back on your feet. Not her hold you down forever. That's not supposed to happen.
Right.
You're not considered a man. The meaning of a man, you know what I mean, is standing on your own 2 feet. I'm not saying support. I'm saying standing on your 2 feet. If a woman is taking care of you, you're not standing on your 2 feet.
Yeah, for sure.
That's not happening. So boom. I said, nah, I'm good. Nah, I'm good. She went in. No, there was a dude that was with her friend. And he said, yo, I got you. And I told him in Spanish, I told him, how I'm going to let you do that? You got me, and I don't put nothing to help you. I wouldn't be the man. And the dude, he respected that. He really respected that. So he told me in Spanish, I understand. You ain't got to say no more, I understand. So they both went in. I was so mad looking at this, that I walked. Now, that's when I was living on, I rented a room on Lighting and Matthews. So I walked from the marina, cross the Dykeman, all the way, cross Fordham, all the way, cross to get to Matthew Lighting. That's the Westchester Ave area.
Okay.
So I walked it. Homie, I didn't have no bread, so I walked it. While I'm walking, you know the church on Fordham University on the corner?
Yeah.
I went over there.
Oh, yeah.
I got on my knees and I kissed the floor and I said just like this, if I don't start getting money tomorrow, you strike me dead or you find somebody to kill me. I said just like that and I kissed the floor and I started walking. I started thinking. And then when I'm thinking, ideas started coming to my head. There was a dude that owed my cousin some bread. So I was like, I had his number. I called him. I said, yo, I need this, and this, and that. He was like, and he gave me a high number, but I didn't care. I was going to take it anyway. So he was like, okay. I said, okay, whatever. I'll tell you when they come here. Our people's coming from out of state. So I'm walking now. Mind you, I don't have a hammer. Remember, I come pop. I don't even have a hammer.
Yeah. You just coming home.
Yeah, I'm just coming home. So I'm thinking. So I came with an idea. I said, I'm going to have to bluff him. I'm going to have to play off my name. So I walked. When I got to my house, I got my man. I just told my little mans, I need a whip. They were like, for what? I said, I just need a whip and keep your mouth shut. I said, that's all I'm asking you. And I got you. They were like, all right. So the dude called me, said, my little man got a whip. His parents is on whip. But I said, it's a van. I said, get it. It's cool. I can use that too. We got that. Boom. So we drove. I called the dude the next morning. And I said, yo, my people's going to be here like 20 minutes. When would you want me to meet at with you? So he was like, they was like, I'm not going to sit somewhere in the Bronx. That's what I'm going to say. So we go over there. And we go over there. I see him. I thought I was going to go to the apartment. But he came, I seen him. He came to the car. He said, no, I'm going to bring it down to you. He bought me like, he bought me a statue kind of things, right? And he came to the van. When he came to the van, he put it in a bag. He had it in a duffel bag. So I said, I grab it, and I act like I had a hammer. I didn't have a hammer. Mind you, I just came home. And I told the young boys, yo, drive. But I said, yo, drive. So we driving, I said, and I told him, yo, jump out the van. He said, yo, I said, you know what this is, nigga. I ain't got to jump on the van, I'm a body right here. So he jumped out the van. You could see him rolling. So I told the guys, keep driving, I told him, make a right. Make a left. Park the car. Yo, park the car. Why? Because you don't know if you're going to tell. I forgot to take the phone from him. So I got him to park the car. I said, y'all dudes know where I live at. meet me there. And I grabbed everything. And I'm with at least $250,000 worth of work on my back, walking through the hood in the Bronx. People don't even know. I walked home, then my dude, my roommate was there, so he was there. And I opened the bag, and I said, look. They were like, what the fuck you got all that shit? I said, son, here, for you. And I called my other man, yo, come. Yo, here, for you. Then my little mans came, I said, yo, here, y'all niggas is good. And I never looked back from there.
You was on the way.
Yeah, I was on my way. I didn't look back. And then, now we're gonna get to the case, the case that I got the Fed time for.
Yes.
Okay. My other man, my name started getting really out there on that stick-up shit.
Right.
So a lot of dudes would call me and know they'll put me on dudes, and dudes would be surprised at dudes that I was getting back then. He was like, you got him? Yeah. Dudes that was telling me to get these dudes, that was setting these guys up, they would call me and be like, I would call them early in the morning, yo, come get your cut. Why? I did it. You got him? I said, yeah. Because the dudes I was getting, they were like, these dudes, you know how people they be saying, nah, they ain't getting that nigga. That nigga got mad bodyguards. From there, okay, so there, my name started ring around that I'm the go-to guy to get dudes. Like, those Santeros will call me. They would love to call me. So that's how I was getting money. Oh, dog, I was making, homie, okay, one lick I made 250 racks. The week after that, 75 racks. This is my cut. Another week, 150 racks. So I'm going into Sin City, and the owners is treating me like I'm a rapper. I'm going to places like, yo,
you up.
I'm up. I'm up. Oh, super up. So I'm blowing money like nothing, and I'm walking around, you know, because in that life, that's another thing. When you're doing that, don't think there's no repercussions for that too. Yeah. That's why you got to stay on point with. I used to walk around with a vest and 2 hammers on me. That's how I got knocked on this fest shit. I had a vest and 2 hammers on me. You know what I mean? That's where I used to go everywhere. If I can't get in a club like that, I'm not going in. Because I know I was doing dirt. Okay, when you do dirt like that, don't think that it's not gonna come back to you. It's gonna come back to you.
There's always gonna be repercussions.
Yeah, because you do it to dudes that are gangsters too.
Yeah.
Gangsters get robbed too. But you gotta understand, gangsters do retaliate. That's why they gangsters. Mm-hmm. Know what I mean? But anyway, let's move. So, they introduced me to another crew. Now, this crew liked what I was doing. And these dudes was taking armored trucks and 18-wheelers. So that's when I heightened my game up. They tested me on an 18-wheeler. And I passed. I went in, broad daylight, grabbed the dudes, tied them up, put them in the back of the 18-wheeler. That's what I did time for. So I could talk shit about that. You know what I mean? I actually blew trial this, but we get to there. So
this.
That's why I'm speeding it up right now. So boom. Well, anyway, we was killing the highways on the 18-wheelers because, okay, if you take an 18-wheeler back then, I don't know about now, back then you take an 18-wheeler. Let's say you take an 18-wheeler of perfumes, high-end perfumes. The high-end, the department stores, they pay like $50, $60 a bottle. That's why they charge you $200, $300 for these bottles, because they're paying like $60 for the bottle.
Right.
We would find out the high-end, where the high-end colognes in. Let's say 18,000 bottles. That's a low end. And you go to a fence. These shopping malls, niggas is crooked. They'll buy it. So we'll go to these high-end places. We tell them we got perfumes and we want $10 a bottle. We're talking about 18. I'm just saying the low end, and that's little. What I'm saying, 18,000 times 10. Y'all go figure. Know what I mean? So boom. I've been in rooms where we would go. We would take the truck, take it to a warehouse, upload it, put it in another truck, go to the Arabs. We go in the back room with the Arabs. This is the first time I've ever seen anything in my life. These dudes will pull out suitcases, like in the movies, and open it. And all you see is stacks of hundreds, brand new dollars of money. So we had to count out the money. While they counting the bottles that we about to sell to them, perfumes, we count out the money. Homie, one time we came out of a perfume store with $500,000. $500,000, bro. Brand new money. Mm-hmm. So, you know, and for real, and that's how I got. Now I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna speed it up. Some other dudes, Cisco, who y'all had on yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't want to go too much because he beat that case. His case, if y'all, when y'all watch, y'all need to watch that to understand what I'm saying. Because I want him to say it, I want to say it, I don't want to say something that I ain't supposed to say. So you have to see that episode to understand what I'm saying. His case opened my case. There was a body on his case. That's the body he went to trial on and won.
Yeah. He told us about that.
Okay, that case, the rat on that case was the rat that opened our case.
Right.
So, what that dude name? I got a picture and everything on my phone of him.
Oh, what?
Of the rat.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Just.
All right. So boom. He opened our case. So he told on his cousin, and his cousin told on us. His cousin, all he knew about me is the dark-skinned Dominican in a black BMW with the chrome rims. That's all he knew about me. One time I went to buy from these same dudes these sneakers. They did a nice heist. I was gonna buy 2,500 pairs of Nikes, Jordans, real stuff at $10 a pop from them, and I was gonna send them to Dominican Republic. So I wanted to see the stuff. So I went over there. Mind you, I got a vest and 2 hammers on me. It's how I go everywhere. The police was already watching these dudes because of the dude that told on Cisco. So when I get over there,
Is he working with her?
yeah, when I get over there, and that's funny because the woman that I had at the time, she told me, why you buy these cars if you're not driving them? But I was tired. I said, nah, I'm getting a car with them, and I got a car with them. We went over there, feds roll. Police from New Jersey, they roll hard.
Ooh.
They roll hard, but the way they did it, because I was supposed to beat it they on some bullshit. Okay, let me go quick law. Law is called Herdari D versus California, but it's a Supreme Court case. That's like the leading case for Fourth Amendment issues. A touch, this is verbatim of what the law says. A touch, however slightly, is a seizure. So if that touch is a seizure and it is illegal, anything they catch from that seizure is a fruit of the poisonous tree. I had that, and the officer on the stand said, I just touched him to talk to him, and I felt the delineate on his vest. We're talking about the winter, and I had a North Face on. How the hell you gonna just touch me and know that I got a vest on? You would have to really touch me to feel it.
To really grab
You gotta have to really grab me.
You gotta look, man.
That's what I'm saying. I had a North Face with a vest on, and that's how anyway, they wrote down that's what happened. I got locked up for that. I beat that on a state charge, on a state case. I was in Passaic County Jail. That's where you got Superman, where I got my name Superman from.
Okay.
I went over there on some real wild shit, on some real, like I'm on an island up north shit. Put like this. When I did that, when I knocked that police out and broke that nigga jaw, they put me in a chair. They beat me like there was no tomorrow, and they put me in a thing, and they wanted me to go to the hospital. I said, nah. I said, whatever we do stays in here. Because if I do something to you officers, I don't want you to charge me. And if your officers do something to me, I'm not going to charge them, because if you're willing to put your hands on me, I'm willing to put my hands back on you. That's how we do in the state. I don't know how y'all do in Jersey, but this is how we do in the state. Know what I mean? So he was like, the lieutenant woman, she said, leave him alone. They ain't fuck with me ever since. And that's what Cisco and them, because Cisco is the coin of name, that's Superman.
Yeah. He tell me.
Yeah. So, okay, now reform. I go to trial. I gotta mention my codees though, before I go any further. One of my codees is named Angel Diaz Pete. And my other is George Cedeno. You know what I mean? Miggs. They're both Puerto Rican. Those are my hearts. Before pre-trial, they offered them time. They really wanted to give me time. Because I was there for every kidnapping and every hijacking and every robbery. I was there for all of them. I was the head one for all of them. So they really wanted, but they was going to get, they only got charged, one of them got charged for 2, the other one got charged for 1. So I told them, yo, take your time, because it's a little bit of time, take it, I'm going to hold it down. I don't want y'all niggas falling under my gancho. Gancho me my hook. So boom, they were like, nah, we're going to try with you. We're not going to leave you in that courtroom by yourself. If we in this together, we in this together. This is what my codees told me. The news was going to get 12 years and less like that. And when they said, nah, we're not gonna let you go in that courtroom by yourself. If we're gonna go, we're all gonna go together. So boom, we went to trial. I tried for like a month. I'm talking about federal trial in Westchester, White Plains, Westchester. That's what people looked like we were celebrities that we had the balls to go to trial against that federal court.
Yeah.
It took a month. We blew trial. When I blew trial, my little brother started crying. I told him, listen, if I ain't crying, you shouldn't be crying. The game ain't over. So I'm handcuffed and I'm leaving. And I walked up to when I'm handcuffed, I stopped in front of the prosecutor's table and I told him just like this. Congratulations for the win. But you ain't win the war yet. This is just the beginning. And I left. And when I got into the back in the cage with my Codys, we hugged each other, and I told him like this: everything in my soul, I'ma get us home. Y'all niggas held me down on this and went through this.
Yeah. Niggas, that shit is deep. It's all good, that's all real. That's what it is. They home? That's what's up. So how long you been home now?
3 years. I told him, I'm gonna get us home. And I got us home. I'm the one that found that case. And I did that through art. Because I had to clear my mind. So we're gonna get back to art. If it wasn't for art clearing my mind, because I was bugging out in the feds too. Every time that nigga that was a rap, he was from New York, we had to run him on top. I was always the one that I'll go. Oh my boss, I apologize. Yo, I would be the one to go. Because I didn't care. I thought I was going to.
The feds, it gets crazy like that.
I didn't care.
So you went to the feds?
Yeah.
How long you there?
16.
16 years. Where where you been at?
I was in Atwater USP. From Atwater USP, I went to Leavenworth USP. From Leavenworth USP, I went to Lee County USP. Then I went to Raybrook, and from Raybrook I went to Bennettsville. Then I came home.
Yeah. So you did your 16 years, and throughout the time, you started getting into art.
Yeah.
And that's what really changed your life.
Yeah, I got into art in Atwater USP. That's in California. When I seen this Mexican kid, boy, he's the one that did my back piece too. And when I mean a beast, I did that. And then I went from there, I went to Leavenworth, where Leavenworth I got a little better. But when I got to Lee County, I was wilding out. I stopped. I was wilding out. There was an old head. He's like my mentor. His name is Memo. He's Colombian. He was down 27 years. I wasn't I always kept, yo, teach me. When I mean when he painted, it looked like he could put your hand inside the paint.
Yes.
Okay, painting. Okay. He took me in. I got into a situation where I was in a cell with a dude banging out early in the morning. I'm talking about fighting. I'm bleeding, he bleeding. The cell looked crazy. I'm talking about we wilding in there. And the homies, well, we say homies, when you're in New York time, everybody from New York is together. So we call ourselves the homies. We went up there, they broke it up. I didn't go to the shoot. I put tape on the scar. He put tape on his scar. We didn't go to the shoot. So when the old head found out that I didn't go to the shoot, he waited a week. He walked up to me. He told me, listen, you need to leave that bullshit on. You want me to teach you how to paint? I'll teach you how to paint. But you cannot get back into that life because you're not going to learn nothing. Or you're going to destroy yourself. You need to have a clear mind. You need to leave these painting, clear your mind and see what you want out of life. Because you can still get out. And I said, you know something? I told the homies from you, I told J-Rock and all of them, J-Rock, I'm going to fall back. You already know I put it in, blah, blah, blah. And they were like, you know something? Go ahead. Don't worry. I know you been did that. Go ahead, do that. Go with the old head. Let him, if we need you for anything, we just let you know. I said, say less. The old head took me 4 years. And he drilled not only just painting, he drilled what painting it symbolizes in life too. Every step, every brush you put on a canvas is a meaning. Is a reason why you put that touch of that brush on that canvas. And you said you got to look at it in life too. If you do one mistake on a canvas, it's gonna throw it off. Mm-hmm. If you do one mistake in life, it's gonna throw you off. So it helped me clear. He told me how to clear my mind through painting. Okay, now, little speeder. I'm gonna get a little speeder. Now I go to Raybrook. In Raybrook, I start this. I'm stressed out. I'm really stressed out. I already put my pills. It's like I put my pill in 2016. I didn't get it back. The answer to 2022. No, 2021. Yeah, 21. There's a painting. I showed y'all a painting. It's the lady. She's like this. I sent KP the painting. So that painting, I seen a picture, and I felt like, man, I need somebody to pray for me. And I like the way the picture looked. So I said, you know, son, I'm gonna do it the way I would like to see it. And I put it on canvas, started painting. It took me like a month or so, 2 months to finish it. When I finished it, I sent it home, and I called it "Pray for Me." When I sent that painting home, 2 weeks later, I wake up. No, I did that. No, excuse me. I did that painting in Bennettsville, not Braybrook. It was in Bennettsville I did that painting. When I sent that painting home, 2 weeks later, I get up in the morning, go to work, and I go to the email, and my lawyer hit me up and he says, "We won." I backed up. I'm like, what do you mean we won? Somebody with a dude I know was behind me. I said, "Can you read that for me? Because I might be delusional." I just woke up. And he walked up to it and read it. And he looked at me and said, "Yo, Dance, you going home, nigga. You won your appeal." Yo. Tears just started like everything came off me. I could actually feel the chain breaking out of me. I'm like, that shit, that feeling is, I don't even know how to describe it.
Hell no.
So boom, then I emailed my co-defendant. I said, "Yo, we won." I said, "We won."
So what year y'all came home?
2021.
2021. What you been doing since you came home?
Okay, now, a friend of mine, dudes that own code, his name Manny. But they opened a club called Red District. They want this artist. So he know that what I went through. He seen that I got the time. I didn't tell nobody or none of that. I gave the time back, stood like a man, and he know that I knew how to think. So he found out when I came home, he said, "Yo, I'm opening a club called Red District on Steinway. I want you to do the art for me, and I'm gonna pay you." So I went over there. I did the painting, and I told him I want 10,000 for this. He said, "Go ahead, do it." And I started doing all the painting for that Red District. Then Red District blew up, and that's opened up for Codes, Drip, Dive, Rabbit Hole. I started doing all the clubs, those clubs.
Okay.
So that opened doors, and then I started taking that money from that and started opening classes for kids in the hood for free. You don't have to pay, just show up, and I'll teach you how to paint. And I teach kids college-level painting. But the way I do it,
It's a blessing.
yeah. But the way I do it,
Giving back.
yeah, I'm giving back.
That's what's up, man.
I mean, I don't got a lot. I don't have a lot of money, but whatever I can, I'll do. Because where we
You're
come
a changed
from,
man. Now.
yeah,
It's over,
big,
man.
yeah, it's
You know
over.
what I'm saying? You're doing what you got to do for the youth. You see that they need it, and that helped your life.
Yeah,
You got your shit together through art.
yeah,
That's how you share your pain and through art.
yeah,
And you was able to manage that, you know, so and that shit changed your life.
yeah. A lot of people that see me now, they be like, "Yo," "I'm proud of you, bro. I would never think ever how you used to be. I would never think you'd be like this right
That's what
now."
I'm saying. Like you went from the beginning of our interview to now, what art did to you.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You changed, and them now. You not only that, you've been home 3 years.
Yeah.
And you out here teaching the kids.
yeah.
Shit, man, that's the wave. You know what I mean?
Oh, and I also got a construction company.
Okay.
So I'll be doing, a friend of mine, he got a lot of clinics, a lot of OBGYN clinics. So he gives me the contract, so I'm a contractor. I find guys that know how to do these, that have trades, have the trade but can't find a job.
Right.
So I'll make sure they have all the OSHA and all that, and they'll give me the contract, and I will give it to them at a certain price, which will boom, and they will build the whole place. I already built like 3 clinics. I'm building another one right now.
Focus.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
see, you turn all that. You by doing it right.
Yeah, and then I got introduced to another guy, a good friend of mine, and my son has a clothing line. He's really not doing nothing with it. So, and I see the potentials in it. And the guy's gonna invest on me so we could blow my
The clothes brand.
yeah.
So when you get the clothes, make sure you come back So we can have it up here, promote it.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
I got
so
you.
they can see it, the viewers can see it.
Yeah.
You can be able to tell them where they can find it at.
Yeah.
Because this is your platform. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I already spoke to Sammy's Fashion. They already said, yo, once you come out, just put it here. I'll bring it into my stores
Yeah,
too.
so you're gonna be good. You just gotta just listen, man. The good thing is there's many other ways to get money.
You're right.
This ain't like back in the days when we was growing up.
Yeah.
It was only a lot, not too many choices.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now it's like it's so much. And life has so much advance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yo, kids, if you put the same energy that y'all put in gang banging and spinning the block in something positive, I promise you, you will make it. There's no doubt. You put them footsteps, the same footsteps that you try to hunt dudes down to put bullets in them, or hunt dudes down to rob them, I promise you. And I'm a living story to that. I took what I used to do back then, the way I used to go at dudes, the way I used to be robbing people, the way I used to sell drugs. I took all that I learned from that. Oh, excuse me. I took everything that I learned from that and I incorporated it in something positive. If you incorporate that energy in something positive, I promise you, you're gonna make it. You're gonna make it.
Yeah, just, one last question, man. How you feel about prison reform? Think it's needed?
Yeah, it's needed. You know why? I think if you educate, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. If you look back then when they used to have the colleges in the state, there was the recidivist rate went low. When they took the colleges out, it shot back up. Mm. So if you put a book or educate, give a kids a trade, or even not even just kids, older men too.
Yeah.
A trade.
Educate,
yeah. If you educate them and you give them something they know that they can make it in society with, or they're gonna make it. Oh, I wanted two things. When I came home, it was two. I gotta give props to two people. When I came home, Grizzly came in, my man came, and he told me, he gave me 15 racks and took me shopping. And God bless his dead, K. Slade came, when he found out I came home, he came and got me, dropped like 15 racks on my lap, and took me shopping. I got pictures of that too. That I gotta give K. Slade his props. Throughout my whole bed, he looked out for me. I'm talking about, I didn't have to worry about nothing because of him.
That's great, it's cool.
And my cousin. Those two people, Manny.
That's crazy.
Manny Rome. Those three people.
K-Slade.
Yeah. Yo.
We love K-Slade, man. So you know, that's our family.
Yeah.
So, I mean, to hear that, it's like it's expected. He was genuine.
Yeah.
He did a lot of great things for a lot of us.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. So that's expected from him. And that's what's up, man. I love that. So in regards to prison reform, right?
We need that.
Right.
That's needed. That's not, it's needed. To save our youth and change the mindset from in jail, because you gotta change your mindset from in jail. Earlier when I said I was robbing and stealing Elmira and I came home with that mindset, if I would've changed my thing I was thinking at that point, I think I would not been doing that led for me to catch Fed time.
Absolutely.
That's why I'm saying, if I was educated back then. Now, fast forward to Fed time, I educated.
What up? You already know what it is. Your boy Pistol Pete, welcome back to Dog in the Yard. First and foremost, I want to thank Dance for coming through. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Keep doing your thing. I mean, as you know, art changed his life. He's out there inspiring other young brothers and sisters out there to do the same thing and find their ways. I mean, it's something that's, I'm interested myself. I'm gonna be reaching out as well because I'm doing great things as well in other areas. And I can use brothers like you, man, you know what I'm saying? So keep doing your thing, my brother, man. We're here with you. And the platform is always gonna be here for you, my brother. Dog in the yard, your boy Pistol, Dance. My Dominican brothers.
Dumping